Hi everyone, welcome to Bitcoingem channel. I hope you all are doing great. So in this video, we are going to look into Bitcoin. We just had a monthly close. So let's analyze Bitcoin quickly. We'll do a midterm analysis and also a long-term analysis for you. I hope you guys find this video valuable. Do like, share and subscribe. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome to my channel. Let me clarify one thing. I'm not a financial advisor, neither I'm a technical analyst. I'm just sharing my point of view. I'm not qualified to give you any kind of advice. So please acknowledge that and take your own decisions. So let's look at Bitcoin chart right now. First, we look at the daily chart, and on the daily, we can see very clearly right now that, in my opinion, for Bitcoin, as long as it's below 21,500, I think it will go for the previous low of 17,800. For me, 21,500 is a very important zone if we want to keep continuing upwards. Hence, 21,500, we should get daily closing above it, which we are not getting right now. We are getting daily closing below it. And as long as we do that, I think Bitcoin will go for the retest of this low of 17,800. If we start getting daily closing about 21,500, then we'll go for 23,500. Again, it will be a very important area. It will not be easy to break, but once we start consolidating about 23,500, we can think about 27,300. You can see in this recent chart very clearly why all these prices are very important. 27,300 was a previous support which we broke, and we saw this huge move. Look at this crash, flash crash of Bitcoin from 27,300 straight to 17,800. And then we are taking a good amount of time consolidating in this region. Again, we took a good amount of time, almost a month, with 2 to 3 attempts to break this 21,500 region. Once we broke it, we saw impulse move of Bitcoin. You can see over here, we broke, we retested it. Let me zoom in. I have highlighted this area in white line that you see, that is important, 21,500. We took 1, 2 and 3 attempts. On the third attempt, we broke it. We came down, we tested it as support, and then we saw the impulse move up till 25,200. But again, we lost that support and we are down. So there are two important regions right now. One is 21,500 and one is 23,500. Again, you can see we took 1, 2 attempts to break it. And third attempt, we did break it, but we did not survive it as support, and we are again down and again rejecting the 21,500 region also. So this is very important in the immediate term. So for the next few weeks to 1 month, I see Bitcoin ranging in these price ranges, 17,800 to 27,300. And we can only think of 27,300 if we start consolidating about 23,500, or else that won't happen. So the daily closings about 21,500 and eventually 23,500 are important if there is further upside there in the short or mid-term, not short term, but mid-term, that is a few weeks to a month. Now let's go to the Bitcoin 2 weekly chart. I had shared this a few days ago that it's very important for Bitcoin to hold the previous low. And why it's important, let's discuss this in this video. So you can see over here, this is a 2 week chart of Bitcoin, and the red line that you see, it's a 200 EMA of 2 week. So it has started from 2021. So there is no previous history of this 200 EMA on the 2 weekly chart. But it's very important that we hold this low. The 200 EMA of the 2 weekly is at around 15,800. So very close to the low. And there is no history as such until 2021, so we can't tell about what happened in previous cycles, but it's of course a very important trend line which has never been tested, and it's important that we hold it because this is a huge macro trend that we are talking about. The second thing that is currently, like 2017 2018 bear market or 2018 2019 bear market, is that you see this white line, that's 89 2 weekly EMA, and we saw the last leg of consolidation below it, and currently we are consolidating below it. So this is also looking very similar, and that's why it is very important that we keep holding this support to not lose the macro trend or the previous cycle moves, in my opinion. Let's go to the 10-day chart and see what is important again over here. Now here you can see clearly that something which has not happened before is happening. Again, we are looking at a 200 EMA on the 10-day chart, and you can see we saw similar consolidation in 1819, but we never came and retested this 10-day 200 EMA. We did come at the time of COVID crash, but it was an instant V-shaped recovery. When you look at this chart, every candle is a 10-day candle, and what you're looking at is when we came down and retested during the COVID dump, you saw that immediate next candle started way above, and it was a V-shaped recovery. Now, what's happening here for the first time is we have broken this trend. Over here, we did not break. Over here, we did not break. Here, we have broken it. And we are currently consolidating below it, which is very, very bearish. So, this is something which has never happened before in the Bitcoin price action. So, on the macro, this trend is certainly getting weaker. Of course, it's not entirely about Bitcoin, it is majorly about the macro environment that we are in, but it does not mean that the price action can't get lower, and that's why you need to be aware about it. And that's why it is important for Bitcoin to hold this support. The next, of course, the next immediate support would be over here. If at all we go down, then I think this would be a major support of 13,500. And these are not the supports that, in my opinion, could be broken that easily. So we are near the a very, very big support, and hence this can also be a kind of a deviation or scare, to scare off the market by market makers, and then we start going up. So but it is an important thing to watch because it has never happened before, and it's happening for the first time. If we look at the 5-day chart, sorry, on the 5-day chart, again very similar to what has happened in 2018, 2019, where this was the final leg. We consolidated below the 5-day 200 EMA. You can see over here also very similar, and we then started a move up. We again came down because of COVID, and then we got the final uh, bull run of 2020, 2021. So a similar thing can happen. We can go to retest some highs and then come down, retest the lows and begin with a new bull run. But again, what I'm telling you is that we are currently at, if you consider previous cycles as a data point, it's very important. Again, we don't have much data on Bitcoin, so we whatever we have, we use that. If you consider previous cycles, and if you think previous cycle data is important, then this zone again is very important, and this low should hold. So that's why it's important to understand that what price we are going through right now, what price action we are going through right now. And if at all we go down, I don't think that would be a scary thing. It would be once in a lifetime opportunity, in my opinion. Because of the macro environment, we can go down unless and until there is high inflation, unless and until there is uncertainty in the markets and lack of liquidity. It can affect anything. Now, Bitcoin did not see such macro environment in 2018, 2019. So you cannot entirely blame it on the price action of Bitcoin, because getting we are very currently, Bitcoin is very sensitive to all the market moves that is happening. You see a move on DXY and Bitcoin immediately moves. You see a move on VIX and Bitcoin immediately moves. So it's very important. Let me show you this. Let's open DXY. And let's look at DXY on a 4-hour chart. So this is DXY or dollar index on the 4-hour chart, and we have opened Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. You can see Bitcoin started coming down from here. Oh, sorry, this is the 5-day. Yeah. So this is Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. DXY started pumping, and at the same time, Bitcoin started dumping. So it is very, very sensitive to Bitcoin. DXY is currently consolidating above the bull trend and it's bullish. So Bitcoin is consolidating below the trend and it's bearish. You can see this price. It's rejecting its 21 EMA on the 4-hour, the green line that you see. And look at the recent DXY move. It is consolidating above 21 EMA, the green line that you see. So DXY, so what I mean to say is Bitcoin is very sensitive to what's happening to the dollar, to what's happening to the volatility in the stocks. Hence, you cannot entirely blame it on Bitcoin because it is getting affected by all the market moves, small or big. So it's definitely 100% correlated right now to what's happening to DXY and the overall macro environment. So this is something you should keep in mind, and I hope you find this video valuable. Do subscribe to the channel, come back for the new video. Let me know in the comment, do you find such videos valuable? Should I make such videos, or it's a waste of time of you and me both? Do let me know. Take care, guys. Bye bye.